Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. I am in the greenhouse looking for terracotta pots for our project today. I've been seeing this kind of aged terracotta pots everywhere. I like the look, so that is what I am attempting to accomplish today, and more with my own flavor. So here are the pots I collected from the greenhouse, and I bought a couple from Value Village. I'm using chalk paint, watering it down like this, and just applying all around the pots. And then with a wet cloth or paper towel, I will take back some of the excess paint. I will just let that sit for a bit for the pot to soak up some of the paint. Then I will wipe down some of the excess paint before it completely dries up. There is no right or wrong in doing this. If you are not happy with what you did, you can put some paint again and then take back some. Just experiment until you are happy. So I'll just coat everything with the watered down chalk paint, let it dry, and then on to the next step. I prefer to do this technique to these old pots because they already had the patina, unlike if they are brand new. I would still have to do an aged patina underneath, so I can achieve the same look with the inspiration pictures. This pot I started to distress last year using cement. So I just painted straight up cement mix on the pot, and it actually did a good job, but I will still do the same trick that I'm doing today with it to see how it turns out. Here are the pots drying. They have to be completely dry before we apply the second step. Going back to our inspiration pictures, I see that there are some green tint on the terracotta pot. So I brought out all my green acrylic paints and just watered them down like so, and then apply on the pots. I just chose one from the green colors that I have. I thought this would be the best to match those inspiration pictures, but then again, it's a personal choice. You can mix all your green colors to achieve a color that you like, or just pick one color. So again, I let it sit for a couple minutes and then take back some excess green paint. When I take back some of the excess paint, I do it in a patting motion so I don't disturb the first layer of paint that we applied on the pots. I'm doing the same process and application on all the pieces, including this one that had the cement application last year. You can already stop after applying the second tint of green paint, but watch until the end because I have a twist on how I age some of these pieces that I painted today. Again, we have to let the pieces dry out completely for all the paint applications to work. I also found these saucers and I thought I would do the same application so that they will match the shallow pots. Here I'm grinding some moss to make a very fine moss powder and see how I use it in some of the pots that I processed today. I am using Mod Podge to glue the powdered moss on the pots. I start by applying the Mod Podge on the piece where I want some moss on them. Again, there's no right or wrong in doing this. If you want to cover the whole piece with the powdered moss, you can. But I'm just doing it in some places, not covering the whole piece. I have done this technique before, but I didn't really pound the moss into very fine powder like this. And I am liking this very much. I think I'm gonna do this in more of my pots in the future. See, that's beautiful. I love it. Shake off the excess powdered moss so it doesn't go everywhere. I'll continue gluing some of the powdered moss until I'm happy, and I'll do the same with the other 4. Here they are all done. Aren't they beautiful? Look, I love it. I think they will really look nice also when they're all covered with moss. I'll do that someday. In those 5 planters that I just processed, I will plant some more of the sedum. Here you go. Aren't they pretty? I found my metal tray and I put all 5 in it, and it's a beautiful centerpiece for spring. If you want to try this technique and you want to cover the whole piece with moss, I think you don't have to paint the pots beforehand. I painted this metal caddy a few years ago. These all turned out so beautifully, and I also cannot help but also process the planter where I had my aloes. And here's what's left of that head planter. And see how they turned out from our last week's project. They look better than when they were on the head planter. So yay! Here they are. I have beautiful pieces to use this coming planting season. So again, friends, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe to help me grow. See you again next time. Go try this out. Thank you. Bye-bye.